Honestly, this has been the best convention that I've been to, and I've been to 4, I think. 4? Yeah. This was the best. Worship, speaker, everything. I felt like even the group, like our church and the other churches, I felt like we were more united this convention. I don't know if it was just me, but I don't know. I just saw so much more praying going on, and yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Convention of 2011, I think, compared to other conventions, it felt more like, I used to say, kind of like more like real, kind of. Like Mark Griffin, when he would like say who wants to come up, it wasn't just because everyone wanted to go up, it was like they actually chose to go up.
Let's just say God's presence was there, and it left me speechless at times.
I didn't know what to expect going into it. It's my first one, but it was just a real spirit-moving weekend for me, and if I'd known the blessings I was going to get blessed with on the weekend beforehand, I wouldn't have thought twice of paying the money. Like, it was just a blessed weekend for me.
What was the most intense message for you?
The one where he was telling us how to pray for other people that don't come to church and stuff, because everybody needs God, and that we should be church planters and stuff like that.
Best moment? For me, I've really enjoyed Friday night when he prayed for sin, for whatever it was. Because for me personally, I've kind of struggled with not sin per se, but the fact that when you do sin, you ask God for forgiveness, and then you know that He's already forgiven you, but just the fact of letting go of what you've done, for me that's the hard part, just leaving that, okay, you're forgiven, that's it. You don't have to keep asking for forgiveness. So that prayer time to me was really powerful.
God, but Saturday during the games, I just was open to who I was from years ago. Could close myself off many years ago to who I was. And during the games on Saturday, I really just allowed myself to be open and was totally crazy with my group. And then through that, through other people, seeing other people, it allowed me to open up. And then from that, I was more open to the service, to receive and hear and everything Saturday. Yeah, so I've been working through stuff, and it really helped me, not confirm, because that's already long gone, but with going through stuff, I just pushed God to a back burner. But this weekend, I really got to feel His presence, and it was known, and it was just I was up at the altar crying and just speechless because of how amazing His presence was, and it just allowed me to be more open and willing to actually go there and not to worry about anything, that it's all set.
Best moment of convention 2011 was when Saturday night, when he told us to get in groups and pray, and off from getting in groups and praying stuff, we broke off into prayers and stuff, and God told me to pray over people, so I prayed over Emmanuel, and I enjoyed it a lot.
It's really cool. The best moments for me, one was learning how to really worship, not just with my voice and my hands, but also with my feet, and just dancing and just praising God like that. And the other big moment for me was our church group just coming together and praying like that over each other, and I just felt our connection come that much more, I felt that much more love for everybody here.
It was this weekend when he called up all of the people that wanted to get into ministry and to pray for them, and I just felt like God called me in to go to Africa. That has been laid on my heart since I've been 16. I want to do missions to Africa. I'm right now studying to be an EC, and I want to help children, and the African children are very young and very vulnerable, and I want to teach them about God also, and be there for them to lean on. A lot has to do with the orphanages and children who don't have parents.
No matter what you're going through, that even though you might feel like you're by yourself with it, God has never left you, and He never will leave you. And even this week, as soon as I got back from convention, it hit me. Reality hit in, and my family was going through a lot, but throughout it, the first thing I did was I stuck to faithfulness, and I went and prayed right away, and just stay with God, because He will ultimately guide you through it, and you'll be able to get through anything.
I would say trust in Jesus and give Him a try. because from what I see since I've given my life to Christ is that you don't realize that He exists, or you don't realize what He can do for you until you actually, give Him your heart. That's when you see all the things. That's when you become aware, like, wow, He is here and He's doing all these things. But before you come to know Him, you don't see these things. You don't know these things. So I would say, like, just trust me and try Jesus out. Just try Him one day.
I'm hungry for knowledge. I'm hungry for wisdom. But I know at the end and the beginning of every day, if I seek first God's face, if I seek the Lord, then that's the most rewarding thing. I don't have to have money. I don't have to have wisdom. It's good, but I don't have to have it. If I love God and I follow Him with everything I have, I'll be okay. My life will be fulfilled.